Hello students, we are in the chapter number 15, probability. This is the introduction part of the chapter probability. Let us start from the very beginning. Let us start with chance.
Sometimes it happens that during rainy season you carry a raincoat every day and it does not rain for many days. However, by chance one day you forget to take the raincoat and it rains heavily on that day. Here you took a chance. Sometimes it so happens that you prepare 4 chapters out of 5 very well for a test. But a major question is asked from the chapter where you left unprepared. Here you took a chance. Everyone knows that a particular train runs in time, but the day you reach well in time, it is late. Here you took a chance. You face a lot of situations such as these where you take a chance and it does not go the way you want it to. These are examples where the chances of a certain thing happening or not happening are not equal. Now let us discuss when we get a result in a chance. The topic is getting a result. You might have seen that before a cricket match starts, captains of the two teams go out to toss a coin to decide which team will bat or which team will bowl at first. What are the possible results you get when a coin is tossed? Of course, head or tail. Imagine that you are the captain of one team and your friend is the captain of the other team. You toss a coin and ask your friend to make the call. Can you control the result of the toss? Can you get a head if you want or a tail if you want that? No, that is not possible. Such an experiment is called a random experiment. Here, dear student, head or tail are the two outcomes of this experiment. Now dear students, let us discuss about equally likely outcomes. Let us do an experiment. A coin is tossed several times and the number of times we get head or tail is noted. Let us make a table. The table is for number of tosses, number of heads and the number of tails. Suppose the number of tosses made be 50, then we get number of heads be 27 and number of tails be 23. Then we increase the number of tosses, say it is 60. Suppose the number of heads be 28 and number of tails be 32. Then we increase the number of tosses, it is 70. Then we get number of heads be 33 and number of tails be 37. If number of tosses be 80, number of heads may be 38 and number of tails be 42. Number of tosses may be 90, then number of heads may be 44. Number of tails then be 46. Number of tosses is increased to suppose 100. Suppose the number of heads be 48 and the number of tails be 52. Here we observe that as we increase the number of tosses more and more, the number of heads and the number of tail come closer and closer to each other. This could also be done with a die when thrown a large number of times. Number of each of the 6 outcomes become almost equal to each other. In such cases, we say that different outcomes of the experiment are equally likely. It means that each of the outcomes has the same chance of occurring. In the case of coin, the number of times head occur may be same or very close to the number of tails occur. Similarly, in the case of a die, the number of occurring of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they are all same. Then, how can we relate chance with probability? Let us consider the experiment of tossing a coin again. If we toss a coin, what are the outcomes? There are 2 outcomes, head or tail. Both the outcomes are here equally likely. Getting a head is 1 out of 2 outcomes, that is 1 by 2. In other words, we say that probability of getting a head is half, 1 by 2. Here, then student, what is the probability of getting a tail? It is also 1 by 2 because there are 2 outcomes. Out of 2 outcomes, there is only one tail. Now let us take the example of throwing a die. In a die, the marked numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on its faces. If we throw once this die, what are the outcomes? The outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thus, these are 6 equally likely outcomes because the number of times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 they occur, they are all equal. That's why we say that these 6 equally likely outcomes. Dear students, what is the probability of getting the outcome 2? So let us discuss that. Here, number of equally likely outcomes are 6. Now, as we have thrown only once, so there is only one chance of getting that outcome 2. So its probability of getting 2 is 1 by 6. Because out of 6 outcomes, we get 2 only once. Now, let us discuss about outcomes as events. Each outcomes of an experiment or a collection of outcomes make an event. For example, in the experiment of tossing a coin, getting a head is an event and getting a tail is also an event. In case of throwing a die, getting each of the outcomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 is an event. Here is getting an even number an event. Since an even number could be 2, 4 or 6, getting an even number is also an event. Now students, what is the probability of getting an even number? Dear students, here total number of outcomes of this experiment is 6 because the outcomes may be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and the even numbers are 2, 4, 6. So its probability is 3 by 6. So with these all examples, we can say that probability of an event is equal to number of outcomes that make an event divided by the total number of outcomes of the experiment when the outcomes are equally likely.
Now let us take an example. A bag contains 1 red ball and 3 blue balls. These balls are all identical. Now let us take out a ball from the bag without looking inside the bag. Here the probability of getting a red ball is 1 by 4 and probability of not getting the red ball is 3 by 4 because the number of blue ball is 3. So here you can see the probability of getting red ball plus probability of getting not a red ball is 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4, which is equal to 4 by 4, and if we simplify we are getting 1. So if we simplify it further, we are getting that probability of not getting a red ball is equal to 1 minus probability of getting a red ball. In general, this is true for an event E. So here we can write from the above example, probability of not getting E, that means probability of E bar equal to 1 minus P of E. Here the event E bar representing not E is called the complement of the event E. We say that E and E bar are complementary events. Now let us discuss about impossible events and sure events. At first let us discuss about impossible event. Let us throw a die. Here can you say what will be the probability of getting a number 7? Its probability is 0 as there is no 7 in the die. Such events are called impossible events. So we understand that probability of this event is equal to 0 for impossible event. Now let us discuss about sure event. If we throw a die, then what is the probability of getting a number less than 7? It is always 1 because probability of the event, we know that this is number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes, and here in this case all the numbers are less than 7. So in place of number of favorable outcomes we shall write 6 then divided by 6, which is equal to 1. Such an event is called a sure event or a certain event. So we conclude that the probability of an event lies between 0 and 1. So we have observed that probability of an impossible event is 0 and probability of a sure event is 1. That's why we say the probability of any event lies between 0 to 1. Now let us take one more interesting fact, that is about playing cards. Now students, here we have taken a deck of playing cards. Here there are 52 cards, okay, and these two Now students, here we have taken a deck of playing cards. This deck of playing card consists of 52 cards. There are 26 red and 26 black cards, you can see. Here there are two groups. This is black and this is red. These 52 cards are divided into two parts or two groups. This is red and this is black. There are 26 cards. There are 26 cards. Now these 26 and this 26 is totally 52 cards. Now here red card is again we can divide into two parts. This is one part, this is another part. We say that these are suits. Okay, there are two red suits. This is called diamond. You can see the symbol. This is the symbol for the diamond and this is the symbol for heart. So there are two red suits, diamond and heart. Now in the similar way, the black cards comprises of two suits again. This is one suit, this is another suit. This is called club, this is called spade. So there are four different suits. This is spade, club, diamond, heart. There are 26 red card. 26 is divided into two parts, 13 13. So there are 13 diamond, 13 hearts. Similarly, black cards divided into two parts, 13 spade and 13 clubs. Okay, now let us see what are the different cards in each suit. Now dear student, you can see the four suits are distributed. Okay, now the different cards here, it is starting with A. Let us take A is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and this is 10. Then king, queen and jack. In the similar way, here also 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, king, queen, jack. In the other two suits also it is, that is A, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, king, queen, jack. A, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, king, queen, jack. So there are this 10 11 12 13 cards in each suit. There are 13 cards in each suit. Okay, so the 13 cards in each suit are A to 10, then king, queen and jack. You can see that, suppose this is A is called ace, K is called king, Q is queen, J is jack. There are four aces, 1 2 3 4. Okay, there are four kings. There are four cards of each symbol. There are 4A, 1 2 3 4. Suppose 2, there are 4 2, 1 2 3 4. Because there are four suits, suppose jack, there are four jacks, 1 2 3 4. Now these four number cards are divided into two parts, two for black, two for red. Suppose king, there are actually four kings, 1 2 3 4, but two king black and two red kings are there, two black kings are there, two red kings are there. So we have got that there are four suits. Okay, in each suit there are 13 cards, 13 13 26 13 13 26. This 26 26 52 cards. Now apart from this, we have to know few more things. The thing is that there are, these cards are called face cards because there are faces. Okay, from here three cards, from here we take three cards, 1 2 3 3 3 6. Then from here let us take three cards, 9, then these three. Okay, so total there are 12 face cards. Among these 12 face cards, there are 6 black face card and 6 red face card. Dear students, here you can find the summary of these 52 playing cards. Thank you so much.